As most people know, we move natural gas liquids, and crude across North America. But most importantly, from a sustainability perspective, ensuring that we're socially, economically, and environmentally responsible. And on that front, we really did have an outstanding 2014 year. Not only did we exceed our financial targets, but we also put into service $800 million of new projects during the year, secured $3.5 billion of new projects that will come into service in the future years. So if you go back to 2013, we've put in service $7 billion plus of new projects, and we are currently executing now on $9.5 billion of new projects. From an environmental perspective, we constantly try to find ways to not only conserve the resources we use in the business we do, but do it in such a manner that helps us work with communities and ensuring that it's not just our resources, but we're also being very careful with other people's resources. We also try to minimize our footprint when it comes to expansion. So the Ebel Trail project, a really important project in the Florida area, we worked with local communities and, where possible, actually changed the route of our pipeline project to minimize the impact on the community. Of course, the long-term impacts in the community are very positive from a use of natural gas, both from a cost perspective, environmental perspective, but we want to be environmentally conscious when we build these. I think one thing to think about is how across communities in North America we contributed about $5.3 billion through such things as supply chain, so products that we buy in various communities, employment, and then of course, really importantly, we also pay a substantial amount in taxes, and those taxes go to help the community, their social activities and their infrastructure activities. So really great from that perspective. Voluntarily though, that's even probably more impressive. Our charitable giving by the company and our employees and retirees and volunteer activities contributed about $10 million to communities across North America. Well, from a safety perspective, I'm proud to say that it was one of our best safety years ever. In fact, we improved our injury rate over the previous year by 40%, which was really a dramatic improvement. Our goal is to be top decile. We're not quite there, but we're making great progress and we're dedicated to that. One area where we will want to improve is on our vehicle safety. We didn't quite hit our targets in 2014, but there's good progress happening nonetheless, and I expect in 15 and the years ahead we will hit our targets on the vehicle front as well. And I think one of the real reasons we're going to hit these targets and we're seeing improvements is because we do put safety above all else across the company. For our employees, sustainability is part of the way in which they think. And it doesn't come down to just environmental issues or social issues. It's a whole plethora of issues. It's one of the reasons they come to this company, because they know we are focused on the long term. They know that trust is an important component. They know that integrity and compliance, which we do and take with a great deal of seriousness, ensures that not only can they operate safely, but they can operate with clear guidelines. Spectra Energy is in the midst of our largest expansion ever, and the Drive to 35 is our tagline for that. One of the ways that we're ensuring that our Drive to 35 is consistent with our sustainability efforts is using the latest and greatest technology and equipment to build these projects. And that means using low emission equipment, particularly as it relates to our turbines that push gas through our pipelines, or using products and processes that use very low amounts of water, and overall reducing waste. And we're seeing real benefits across different communities. And just this past winter, we've seen the cost of energy in New England cost consumers $2.4 billion over the 14-15 time frame. Our new projects will help reduce that by giving them access to clean burning natural gas. All those things are an important element of sustainability and match up very nicely with our Drive to 35. First of all, thank you very much for your engagement and visiting our website. I really encourage you to read our entire sustainability report and visit our project websites. I think that they are a critical component in how we want to be more transparent, engage with you as stakeholders, and so I thank you for your engagement on that front. Secondly, I would really encourage you to complete our survey. This too is valuable feedback to us, and we want to hear from you and make sure that we take into account your thoughts as we move forward from a sustainable perspective and ensuring that we complete our business plan with all the various stakeholders involved and ensuring that we're socially, economically, and environmentally responsible. That is sustainability.